What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you if you are a subscriber. And if you're not subscribed, please do go ahead and subscribe. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, while you're at it, go ahead and hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. Let's get into this conversation, guys. I wanted to talk about this, and it's been a little minute now, but as you recall, Tyrese, he was ordered to pay over $650,000. He was held in contempt of court, and it's for back child support. He was ordered to pay $10,000 a month in child support to his 4-year-old daughter from his previous marriage. And he said that the reason he didn't pay it and was refusing to pay it last year was because he felt that it was excessive, due to the fact that his ex-wife and the child's mother doesn't need the money because she earns good money on her own. And he wanted to have a prayer protest outside of the courthouse, which that got shut down. And he's claiming that he's going to file an appeal and he's going to fight this all the way because he feels that the judge was racist and was unfair to Black fathers that are going through divorce. But, you know, it's kind of ironic and funny at the same time, but not funny because, I mean, thankfully, I've never had to go through a child support situation, but I can only imagine what it's like to have to deal with something like that, and especially to deal with something like that when you used to be married to this person and they want to hurt you and your child. That is crazy, especially when this person has the money, because I've said this before when I talked about Tyrese, the courts are not going to order someone to pay child support where it's going to put this person in the poorhouse, because it can only be based on a percentage of what you earn. Okay. So because some people see in the eyes of the amount that was ordered that, oh, well, that child doesn't need that much money. Hey, I mean, that might be true, but it doesn't take away from the fact that they're not taking 90%, 100% of someone's earnings to give to that child for child support. But when this person is making the type of money that Tyrese makes and what he's worth, as well as the fact that this man has a whole restaurant in his mansion, there's just no excuse for trying to back out of the amount that you owe. And you're going to be so pig-headed to the point where you're filing an appeal, which is going to cost you more money. So you're going to pay more legal fees. You know, the courts just may get pissed off and you wind up having to pay more. So I hope he's paying in the meantime, because if he's held in contempt again, they may possibly lock him up. And that would be it would just be ridiculous, because he's got the money to do it. You're not a broke bum out here saying, you know, I don't have enough to live on and now I got to pay an extra $250 a month in child support when I'm barely making it. You got it. You got it. So to just be pig-headed about it and be egotistical and be, to be honest with you, vengeful because you're pissed off that your wife left you and you feel that you're going to play tit for tat in the courts, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. So it's ironic that Tyrese is fighting against the child support ordered for this one child, but yet on the flip side of the coin, you've got Nick Cannon, who I don't agree with his lifestyle. I don't care how much money he's making. I don't agree with him having multiple children with all of these women, but I put the fault on him and the women. I don't just put the fault on him, but these women are okay with it because for them, it's money and it's it's not notoriety, but it's definitely notice. They're getting noticed because anytime they're taking pictures with him or they're posting pictures on social media of the kids and they're tagging him, it's getting them noticed. No, they're not getting notoriety, but they're definitely getting noticed. And for a lot of people, They are addicted to the attention, like Chris Rock said in a stand-up special. But again, on the flip side of the coin, Nick Cannon, he says that he doesn't abide by government child support system. And he says, my account is their account. So Nick Cannon is saying that his way of supporting his kids doesn't come with limitations. So this story comes from People, and Nick Cannon said he's proud of the fact that he takes care of his big blended family. So he was on Jason Lee's podcast, and he said that how he protects his assets and co-parenting with the mother of his kids is, he says, I don't care about that stuff. I believe true currency is your energy. I wish I could make a contract. You cannot take this much of my energy when you leave. Money comes and goes. I always tell people, money don't make you happy. Happy makes you money. So I'm always going to be good. And every dollar that I make is for my family. And when it comes to financially supporting his kids, he explained he's not in the child support system that is run by the government. He says, my money is their money is my money. They can have whatever they want, whatever they ask for. My account is their account, and there's a lot in there, so we ain't going to run out. And I saw this, and I'm thinking, this man, although, again, I don't agree with his lifestyle and the fact that he's just out here making babies with all of these chicks, he's got all of these kids in different households, and he's taking care of all of them. No, he can only be in so many places at one time, right? So all of the kids are definitely not getting all of the attention that they deserve from their dad, but that's the choice that he made and the choice that the mothers made when they decided to have kids with him, right? So they all knew what they were getting into. So again, it may not be something that a lot of people agree with, and I don't, but the fact that this man is not out here fighting about the child support that he's giving to 12 children, and Tyrese is out here.
Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? Oh my God.
You know, he's out here crying. He's filing appeals. He's wanting to have prayer protests. He's calling the judge racist because he was ordered to, at that time, it was $13,000 a month, he said, but the judge ordered him to pay $10,000 a month in child support. And he wants to appeal this because he feels that it's excessive and that the mom makes good money. So she don't need that much money for the kid. And Nick Cannon is out here saying, yeah, I got 12 kids. My money is their money. We got it. There's a lot of money in the account and there's no shortage. I'm out here working. I work for them. It's absolutely insane. So Nick Cannon, you don't need to sit down and talk to Jason Lee. You need to sit down and talk to Tyrese. Okay? Give Tyrese some of what you got, because I don't know what in the world Tyrese is doing, what he's crying about. It's been said that he has a Benihana restaurant in his house. Get rid of the freaking restaurant. Get rid of some of your expenses if you feel that that's too much money. But the fact that you're out here so pissed off about what the judge ordered when you got it, and you can't just admit to the fact that you're just upset that your wife left you. So now you want to be spiteful. You don't think the courts see that and recognize that? But yeah, he wants to fight the child support order for one child. And then you got Nick Cannon out here taking for 12 and did not have to get put in the judicial system of family court to make payments. Now, it's been said someplace else that he actually has to pay, but you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. None of these women have had to take him to get put on the system and garnish his wages for child support. He's happily doing it. So again, I don't agree with his lifestyle and him having all of these kids and whatever, but those are the choices and decisions that they have made, for good or for bad. But at either rate, he's paying for his choices and decisions. And Tyrese doesn't want to, and he was married to the woman. So I just thought that this was crazy. You guys get in the comment section and let me know your thoughts about this, because I thought it was absolutely ridiculous to just see in this same space and time. We're not talking about Tyrese in the past and Nick Cannon today, or Nick Cannon today and or Nick Cannon in the past and Tyrese today. No, these are both in present time happening at the same time. And I just found this absolutely crazy. If I were Tyrese, well, one, I wouldn't be Tyrese, but I'm just saying, someone needs to get into Tyrese's ear and say, look at Nick Cannon, dude. You got one kid and you're out here fighting to not pay child support for, and Nick Cannon is saying he's happily paying for 12. Get rid of the restaurant if you feel like your expenses are too much. Get on a Susie Orman or a Dave Ramsey budget if you're overspending and you feel like you're not having enough remaining, whatever. But you got to pay what you got to pay. And you need to stop making your problems the world's problems, wanting to have a prayer protest march because of the court order. Absolutely insane, guys. So you let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth. I'm just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I just wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.